Today we're gonna unbox and review the brand new R9 390X. This one is the flagship of the 300 series. The R9 390X Gaming 8G MSI box is pretty darn awesome. I mean, look at the combination, black and red, and the gaming G series, the whole emblem out there. There's an arrow indicating that the side's up. So the usual routine, there's this black box covered with a foam. We open the foam up and driver CD downloaded off the internet because you'll get the latest version there. Oh, okay, their catalog, I believe, with gaming desktops, motherboards, etc. that MSI has, and then a quick user guide which nobody's gonna refer to. And what is this? Okay, they've also included this, what is this? I believe it's a 6-pin to 8-pin converter or whatever. Now let's get into the card. So here's this Zero Frozer Smart Quiet Cooling. Oh, basically this has the 0 decibel or 0 frozer. Basically your fans don't spin until you start playing AAA title. So let's check this out. There are two black fans and red and black color combination. There's a backplate which I absolutely love. I mean, I don't know why expensive cards skimp on backplates. That's the least the manufacturers can do for us. This comes with a pretty nice backplate, as you can see. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, the dragon logo, MSI's dragon, and perforation over here. I believe that is for a little ventilation. And the chip happens to be placed right behind this. So the PCI Express slot and all the input-output connectors are covered. That's something that I like to see. This card looks like any other AMD card, doesn't it? Black and red, and also MSI usually has this black and red combination, but there are a few differences in this card. Let's start with the individually controlled fans. Yes, that's right guys, you can control each of these fans individually. The heatsink is quite beefy, as you can see. I mean, you need quite a lot of clearance in your system to accommodate this card. Now, coming to the back, like I mentioned during the unboxing section, the backplate is killer and it looks awesome. I'll quickly move on to this side. There's this white LED that glows. You can download the MSI Gaming app that controls this graphic card completely, or you can also use MSI Afterburner to control certain parts of this graphic card. Now, let's get into the input-output section. I haven't taken off the caps because I wanted to share with you guys what lies under these caps. Now, you can clearly see and understand that the display port is what gets the maximum significance. There's a HDMI port and 2 DVI ports, but the display port is what supports native 4K 60Hz resolution, and MSI also clearly understands that anyone who buys this graphic card is going to run off the display port, and it's gold plated and it looks quite awesome. This is the PCI Express 3.0. Did you guys check what's written over here? That's right, 8G. Even the GTX 980 Ti has 6G written all over it. So what does that mean? This essentially means that this card packs 8 GB of DDR5 memory within it. And something neat that I can point out is that the input-output, the shield, is actually wrapped around the card, if you see, which is also a neat touch. Now, let's roll the benchmarks. the boost and base core clock. Well, things get a little confusing over here because MSI writes 1050 MHz silent mode, 1080 MHz gaming mode and 1100 MHz overclock mode. What this means is that you have 3 options. At this point of time, I want to tell you guys something. If you guys want us to make a video to show you how to overclock your graphic card, hit the like button and mention it in the comments. We are going to show you how to overclock your graphic card and squeeze the maximum output of your graphic cards. Anyway, the memory size is 8192 megabytes, and remember, it is not of the HBM variety present in the Fiji architecture of the Fury series. It is simple, plain old GDDR5. The memory interface is 512 bits and the memory clock speed is 6000 Hz. And when you go to the OC mode, which has 1100 MHz base core clock to boost core clock, the memory clock speed becomes 6100 MHz. So it's conclusion time, guys. You watch the benchmarks, you got a feel of the card. But Simplex is all about simplifying things, isn't it? And that is what we are going to do right now. 390X is somewhat in the price bracket of the GTX 980, at least in India, and a few dollars apart in the international market. But keeping India in mind, the chief competitor of this card is the GTX 980. So, the obvious question, does it beat the GTX 980? Unfortunately, no. Enough of rambling. Let's come to the point. The 8 gigs is also another key factor. Well, while this card cannot play games at 4K resolution, it just doesn't have the oomph to do that. Let's face it. But what this card can do is give you 2560 into 1440, and you can max out your shaders and textures, and then you can really take advantage of the 8 gigs that it offers. So guys, the 390X gets an 8 out of 10 from Simplex. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if you like this video, like it. And for another reason, like it if you really want to see a video that we show how to overclock your graphic card. And dislike this video if you thought it wasn't up to the mark. But leave me any positive criticism as we really need it. We're just a new channel. We're barely 1.5 months old, aren't we? So please help us out. And lastly, guys, subscribe to our channel as that helps us out a lot. These are our awesome sponsor, guys. They provide us with every piece of equipment we unbox and review. They are IT Arena at Emall, Kolkata. They have headphones, PlayStations, peripherals like keyboard and mouse, speakers, laptops, tablets, computer parts like graphic cards, processors, motherboards, RAM kits, and all types of electronic and gaming equipments that you can dream of. And everything at the best possible price. Visit IT Arena on the first floor at Emall, Kolkata in India.